Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Taurus for the month of September. It is a general reading. It will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the card of Fate. This speaks to outside forces, change, fated events that are unfolding or soon will be, that bring change to your life in a huge way. It represents the unexpected. Sitting central, we have the card of transformation. This can represent playing a role, wearing a mask. But behind the mask there could be anything. You could be pretending to be happy when you're not. You could be hiding fear. You could be hiding love, desire. You could be changing externally or internally something about yourself. It would be a card that would indicate to flatter, to have an effect. I feel that there's a transformation. I feel like it's on two fronts here. I feel that it has to do with the emotions, but I also feel that you're wearing a mask or playing a role wherever you are. You could be wondering if something is really over here with this Ten of Swords. You could be hiding the pain of that. So something came to a painful end, most likely, from what I see. And you may be hiding this pain behind a mask. Having to do with a connection of the Two of Cups. You're watching. Either you're watching this person or they are watching you because the eye is here. Or you could be in a situation where you have to wear this mask and you have to be watchful. You have to be careful because maybe somebody is watching you. You could be seeking answers. I feel like there could be, you have the card of identity here, but you also have the story. Transformation. You may be wondering who you are anymore. You could be wondering who somebody else is. I feel like you're lacking confidence either in yourself or with somebody else, because you seem to be watching carefully perhaps you are watching somebody whom you think is wearing a false face. And that could apply also. And then we have this story up here. with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So the story, again, I mean, there's so many of you watching. It could be that you are listening to someone else's story and are questioning their role. Or you're just trying to figure out how to write your own story. Or maybe you need to. Maybe you're questioning where you are. This card makes you stop and ask yourself, what is your story? How do you envision your story playing out from here? What changes will you make, or what changes do you need to make? Who's writing your story, you or someone else? Who's the hero of your story? It seems as though you don't feel as though you belong where you are. I have this card of belonging here. There's a lot of fear here surrounding where you're going or where the situation is going. You cannot read the other person, and maybe you feel either you are doing things behind the scenes or you're suspecting somebody else is with that page, because his eyes are blacked out. You cannot see. You cannot see this person's real identity, or you are not letting them see yours. You're traveling through uncharted territory, and you cannot see yet the light, or the calmer shores. Card of belonging. So this is that place, that person that gives you that feeling of home or of belonging. And I feel like you're not feeling that here, like you're feeling like a stranger in this home with this person. And maybe they are treating you as such, and maybe that's why you're in this situation where everything seems to be in question. Your identity, their identity, where you belong, what are they hiding, what role do they play, and what role do you play in their story? Who's writing this story? You may just keep hitting brick walls with this person, and you don't know how to navigate your way through the maze because you can't see, and it's like you're being attacked at every turn. You will need to rely on experience to get you through this maze. The praying mantis. It's about using one's wit, being very clever, focused, being aware, using your intuition, paying attention to the details. The praying mantis is a spiritual symbol of stillness and patience. It takes its time in all that it does. it pays diligent attention to its surroundings. So you may need to take a closer look at your surroundings, or at someone around you. Because here I have the Ace of Cups, but it's coming with the Five of Swords. So it seems like this is a very fragile and very delicate situation that could erupt into quite a bit of drama. There's uncertainty here. Now, you're just trying to figure out what's going on. You're trying to figure out the story. You see, here's the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. So this is that person who feels like home, who it feels like you've known them your entire life. I mean, it could be somebody from your past, but it could be just be that person who feels like home to you. But this home appears to be out of balance, and things don't feel right. Somebody needs to be very watchful here, and I think it is you. Or you yourself are being watched. The events that are happening, because you have fate here and you also have the wheel here. So whatever is happening in your favor. Okay? You need to go with the flow. It's going to move you to your happiness either way. You have I'll come back to this card. You have the Moth, which, see, this is transformation, and the Moth is transformation. So the moth is a creature that begins its life as one thing, only to evolve into another. They find the light and they're drawn to the warmth and to that which would enhance their lives. But clearly, the warmth is lacking here. This card asks you to evolve beyond your current circumstances. Growth can often come at a price. It can be an uncomfortable process, but ultimately it will leave you better than when you began. Now, see, it's coming with the Iris. This is indicating that something is out of balance. Balance is important, and something may be pulling you out of alignment right now. And in order to restore your balance, you need to address what that is. Now, both of these cards mean exactly the same thing. You have the Strength card, which is asking you to, because in this deck it's a reflection, so she's seeing her reflection in the mirror. The mirror shows you exactly what is there without emotion. And that is what this is talking about, the mirror. It's a gateway to your true selves. It shows only what is right in front of it. It reveals a situation only as it is. So it asks you to remove the emotion, both of these cards. Remove the emotion, experience, or any preconceived notions and simply look at what is right in front of you to gain clarity and to see the truth. If you've been feeling confused, now is the time to view the facts, to see the truth. And clearly, we see the confusion over here. If I look at this card of identity, the pieces of this person are all over the place. They're scattered. Not knowing who you are, who they are, and where you're going. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.